The immortal John Hancock here, and today I'm taking a first look at Xeno Crisis for the Sega Dreamcast. And there's lots of companies making retro-inspired video games. But what's cool about this company is that they took their new retro-inspired game and ported it to previous consoles, Sega Dreamcast, Sega Genesis, as well as currently working on a Neo Geo port. In today's video, I take a look at the Sega Dreamcast version of this game. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the video. So here's the US packaging of Xeno Crisis for the Sega Dreamcast. It's also offered in PAL and Japanese formats as well. Very cool. There's the disc. So professional. You know, if this was next to a officially released Dreamcast game, you couldn't tell the difference. Very well done. Nice glossy color manual going over various things of the game. And so they did a really good job. Basic story here talks about it. Lots of different ways to play this as well. It is compatible with the twin stick Dreamcast controller. Very cool. Various power-ups and enemies. There's 10 different guns in this game. Plays a lot like Smash TV. Let's check it out. After choosing your language, you have a basic story explained to you. Nice way to start the game out. Definitely has that 90s feel to it. Couple still shots of what's going on. Simple backstory. Definitely has the Aliens vibe, which isn't a bad thing. I love Aliens. Great movie. So here we go. At the title screen, 1 or 2 players, different options. There's 2 difficulty modes, 3 different modes of the game itself. I really like the control in the Dreamcast, and so the Dreamcast controller actually is a great configuration for this game. And so different other options. You have 1 of 2 characters to play as, male or female. And here we go. No, that's not aliens at all. So they deploy you. You're out to investigate and rescue any survivors that you find. Along the way, you're going to find various different aliens. You pick up these dog tags in which you can use to upgrade your Marine at the end of the level. I actually like the control on the Dreamcast the best of this game because it matches the direction. All you have to do is press various face buttons on the Dreamcast controller to choose which direction you're going to fire in. So it works really well with this game. Fast and intense. As you progress, you choose different ways to go. Ammo is sparse, so you have to definitely conserve it, not just firing randomly. You have to definitely be selective when you pull the trigger on your assault rifle. So you also can have an evade, which is very important as you progress in this game as it gets very difficult. And so there's various different ways the enemies, waves after waves, come. And so you have to avoid them. Picking up dog tags. If you get hit, you lose 1 of your lives. And so that's it's a very challenging game. You only have 2 continues. You can purchase more continues using dog tags, but it's very expensive. So essentially, you can pick up additional continues, but then you are sacrificing upgrading your soldier, which is going to be important as you progress through this game. Now, I'm going to show you the first couple levels and first 2 bosses. And so there's different ways of getting to the end. It's different every time you play it, so it's really cool. Different guns. A flamethrower here, very effective, very aliens. And so taken out as enemies come. There's some ammo there, dog tag. Okay, next, here's the boss. This is the first boss. Nice little Star Wars reference there. So using your grenades as well as evades, this first boss can be very challenging. And it's hard to avoid the enemies and the different attacks of the first boss. So definitely evade is very important to do. I'm not doing too good of a job here. So as it goes down, just avoiding various enemies. Let's see if I can do it here. Barely. You get a rank. My rank wasn't too great for that first stage. You do have a high score. You go on to the next level. Get a cutscene. Now this is where this next part you're going to be able to upgrade your soldier, and it's very important to choose things that are going to help you out. Power is something to consider, especially if your power is very low. I like speed as well because things are coming at you all the time, and so I chose power and speed as two of the things I definitely wanted to upgrade. And on to the next level. It's cool, each level has different enemies and it looks different. Many different ways of getting to the end boss. So clearing each room, there's different strategies. That enemy followed me. Really important to grab all the power-ups as well as saving the folks. Typically at the start of a room, you have to quickly save them. And as this game progresses, it does get a lot tougher. Picking that up will give you an extra life. And that blew me up. You do have a melee attack. You can, if you run out of ammo, you can go up to an alien and do hand-to-hand combat. I don't recommend it, only when you're out of ammo. Save these humans before the waves of enemies come in. A lot of fun. Two-player game too. Really, this is definitely a game to play with a friend. Lots of fun. So awesome that Dreamcast is still getting releases like this. You know, it's just a good fit for the console. I think there's going to be a lot of fans of the Dreamcast that are happy to get a new game. So I died. This game is pretty challenging, so definitely if you're a hardcore gamer, you're going to like this. You have 2 continues, and so I'm going to use one of my continues here and continue the fight. Yeah, take that. Grab the dog tag. Next room. Just got that arcade feel to it. Definitely really, you know, if this game came out in the 90s, it definitely has that feel, that vibe. They did an awesome job of kind of doing a retro game done right. Here's the second boss, Death Viper. Awesome name. I think a snake when I'm taking out this boss has that movement of good old-fashioned snake. Definitely saving your grenades for bosses helps. And it's taken out. Definitely wanted to show the first couple levels, and there's 7 areas of this game. It gets pretty tough, and so after each area, the story continues. Great music, by the way, too. Xeno Crisis is available now for £30 on their website, physical edition. What's really cool though is the company's also offering a ROM-only edition of this for £15. Really cool. If you don't have a Sega Dreamcast, Xeno Crisis is offered on a wide variety of modern consoles, computer, even the Switch. What's also cool is it's also offered on the Sega Genesis, and they're currently in development working on the Neo Geo port of this amazing arcade style game. So what did you think? Is this a game that you have already? Are you looking forward to the Sega Dreamcast one? Comment below, as I always love to hear your comments. Thank you for the positive support. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure to click the bell for upcoming videos that I upload every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. This is the Immortal John Hancock, and you take care.